promise to the journey to yourself. But I'm not in the mind. I'm not in the mind. I'm not in the mind. Follow me on the You Can Call Me Love tour. Promise to the journey to yourself. But I'm not in the mind. What's up, beautiful people? We got Roland Walzlein out in Germany with us today. It's your girl, Leanne. We're getting blissed out. I love being a part of being spontaneous and going on an adventure with this podcast that I've been creating. And also, if you are seeing this video, I just put a link out. I need 100 people to at least start liking my channel so that I can get my URL for my blissed out name. And then I can start exploding more energy. There's a lot coming every day on my time off. And I'm so glad that I can meet wonderful souls like these daydream believers. Roland Walzlein out in Germany with his new release album, You Can Call Me Love. And he wants to take you on a journey. So welcome to the show again, Roland. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. I'm good. I sit here on my couch. It's nice. If you want to see it here, this is the couch. Oh, I can't. Wait. Can I do? Wait. I want to show you where I sit. Can I change the camera?
I know. Be creative.
Yes. Look that. This is whereas here I lie here. This is my little Buddha. My guitar, and this is my window. So yeah, cool, isn't it?
I love how organic you are and how you allow people to enter a space of your self-acceptance, your self-love, and it shows in your music. You know, myself being on the journey with doing all this internal work, I hear every song you've made, and it just takes me on a journey back to myself. So tell us about where you are right now, what's going on with the album.
Okay, the album was the release day was on last Friday.
Okay.
And I did a few interviews, like some interview with you right now, yesterday with a Spanish blogger, and some online magazines wrote about that. So this goes on step by step, that the more and more magazines listen to the album and share the album. This is now going on. So I'm waiting for good reviews. I have good reviews, and it could be more and more. So that is cool that the album gets heard by the people.
Yes, and the more that we duplicate this, and the more that we realize, myself as a very hungry musician who doesn't have enough time for it, I like to interview musicians for that reason. Is it gives me that feeling to get back into my work and to be around people like yourself that are leading your success and attracting what you want from life. I want to be able to use also my promotional gain and power that I have in the community to support your journey. And that's what I do as a friend, as a joint venture, and hopefully have you in Canada in good timing with all the good things that are happening now across the world. Hopefully this COVID goes away more and we have more wonderful, healthy celebrations, you know, where people are contributing to their arts live, and people are coming together and hugging more and call me love more.
What's going on in Canada right now? Is it possible to play there now?
Well, they are opening up arenas and stuff right now because they vaccinated now 2/3 of Canada. So they're doing pretty good. I know BC and Ontario are very different right now because Ontario's got, they had another 1,000 outbreak last week, and everybody's locked down there. So I don't know why that's happening. You know, so I don't, for me, I feel it's a personal numbers game. I've worked with politicians, so I've seen good and bad ones. I really just want to trust that the overall good that we do for ourselves every day, that we attract that. That's what I'm a big believer in, that we can radiate positive energy and healing through our internal work. And likewise, being creative. And that's why I love to encourage people like yourself to be a part of my life and be a part of this journey of sharing arts, you know, and I feel like that's one of the greatest healing tools that you have. I see your story. I see the energy. I want to support your dreams with getting your Grammys and what that means to you.
That's nice. That's nice. The Grammy, yes, that's nice. Yeah,
well, it's a bit like, part of me being a daydream believer. Why do we wake up? We want to reach the mountain, right? That we want to climb that mountain.
Yes.
So you got some songs out here that I saw yesterday on Instagram. That was the kid song. Tell me a little bit about this kid song, where this comes from.
It comes from my heart. It comes from my heart, the kid. It is similar to Inner Child. I wrote a song. The last EP is called Songs from the Inner Child. And there was the song Inner Child, and this is a psychological model. One could say this inner child model, and the kid goes in that direction. It is one could say about beliefs and patterns that we have and that we get projections from when we were kids, when we were children. We get all these projections from the parents, from the environment, and these beliefs and patterns are just like chains around us. And sometimes I can almost physically feel that this chains around me. I get rid of them more and more, but there's still something in me. I know that, and and the kid is about that. And I call that the wolf. The wolf is howling at the moon, and he wants to go home. And the wolf is a symbol, one can say, to my inner, who am I? The wolf wants to go home, to be at home. That's me. That's me, and not the belief I end up on the street or something. This is a belief for my belief to end up on the street. If you do music, you will end up on the street. I have that all my life. It gets lesser and lesser, but I know that I have such a belief, and this is the wolf who is crying at the moon and says, "Come on, now I come back. I don't want to have this belief anymore." This is the.
I love it. I love how you're breaking through, the walls within yourself with your music in order to know that you are a star, and that the stars that we see every night, that they're real. And I can relate to that myself. I can relate to all the layers of what I was told and how I transform that into meditation, and how I constantly grow every day into my ascension. And the language that some people understand or they don't, I'm okay with the ones that do understand, because I resonate with the feeling, and you bring this feeling when you connect with who you are. And the first time I met you, I had that same feeling. And then through your music, I went deeper, and I was like, yeah, I feel it in all your work. I've seen the growth, but there's somehow, when you talk about your story of where you were, and then you found yourself within yourself, and how your music has changed, there is a shift. There's definitely a shift there. And that's why I'm excited about this album that you're doing right now too, is you're really giving out the Diamond Sutra of yourself. Like, I feel like that silence and that ongoing unknown energy that people can tap into through your music. And I'm hoping that same reflection of that diamond and that star within you, keeps shining so bright as we contribute to your journey.
Wonderful what you say. That's nice. Love it.
Yeah.
That's nice. So nice.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah. We're so lucky to have you, and we're so lucky that you've gotten in tune with yourself, because you're contributing that aspect of yourself to the community through a methodology, through your music, and you're very centered. I think that's what we can gain by being near you, or you can be contagious that way. Like, your song makes me dance every time I play You Can Call Me Love. I was just like, right away, I'm like, you can call me love. It just makes me dance. And I really feel like that's what we should be doing, is sharing contagious music, and then being so lucky as I am to have this dream to put on platforms with musicians and create these friendships.
Yeah, that's nice. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And when we are maybe we can try it now to because for me, an interview with you, and I'm a German guy, and my English is okay. I have to concentrate to express myself in the right way because of the English language and blah blah blah. Blah. So I'm here the most. Oh, I hope everything is okay. And I do a lot of work here. But this is so there's so much effort when we do that. When I do that. So and this is so we can now go on if it maybe it happens that we come a little bit down to here or maybe you are already in your heart. I try it so that we can calm down a little bit and maybe this is another other quality then when we speak and when we now it starts a little bit, you see. Now this is I'm now more beyond the mind. Everything calms. Everything is relative now. Not that important anymore. Just we sit here, that's all, and I sit and I see you now in you're shining, and I see you. You're like a bright, very bright and almost white, shining. So this is a good state now for me, and I guess you as well. You can, but the problem is probably that there is not much to talk anymore. You don't need to talk.
But your music, other than that, I will tell you from being a heart-centered person, meditating for like 30 years now, it fills me. Like I did my yoga to it for a while, and I was like, I'm going to go on a journey with Roland. And I studied everything. Cool. I could feel the journey. And I really feel like that's where, we can reflect these amazing podcasts, is where people can come into a portal and they can reflect, what it's like to be an awakened, heart-centered person. Get into the heart, an interview from the heart. Hold space, and change the world heart to heart by just meeting the heart.
Yes, this is what we do now. And this is maybe for the mind not that interesting, because the mind needs something. He wants information. But this is in that state, it is not really necessary. We can change information on a other level. This is maybe there comes the creativity. When you ask me, when you ask a musician if he knows it or not, the creativity comes from that place. And most of the people don't know that place. Sometimes they call it flow. When we are in a flow, musicians or a sportsman also can come into a flow. This is the state when we connect to our inner source in a certain way. And most of the time we are not conscious about that, or we don't think about that. It comes suddenly. We can see, oh, my pen writes automatically something on the paper. or the music comes automatically in a wonderful, easy way. And this is the creative state. When that happens, then everyone knows this is good, what comes out. And compared to the mind, when we are in the mind and do something we want to do, I have to write this, or not tomorrow I'll write a song. And I want to do that willingly. And then I sit as long as I wrote 5 lines. This is a hard effort. We are in the mind. This is, and I do that also. I have such phase where, okay, I sit down and I write a song now. But this is years almost if this song is ready, because it is from the mind. It is not from, I'm not connected with my creativity. When I'm connected with this inner world, now I'm more and more connected with that, then it comes automatically. I don't need to do much. This is for every music, for every artist, the same. For you as a moderator, the same. This is all. We have all this creativity in us, and this creativity expresses in certain ways, in talking, when you moderate a show or something, or you write something down, a poem or whatever, or whatever we do. When we connected with this, then everything is effortless and wonderful and easy. Easy. Life is totally easy done. And as long as we are in the mind, then a songwriting is very hard. When I'm in the mind, songwriting is a total hard job. And sometimes I forget this. Now I forget to go back to myself, because there's so much things in then I forget everything. Then it is hard for me to write a song. When I'm here now with you, we sit here, look at each other, and are more and more in the heart. This is easy. It's easy to talk, and it is easy, and it gives a sense of meaning. This talk. This is a meaningful talk in my ears. I feel that. Maybe the audience will say, "What is he talking about?" But when we sit here in that way, it is meaningful what we say. That is, we are not able to talk in a superficial way, in a surface. We are not able. There comes only meaningful things out of our mouth in a certain way. So when we can hold this now, this is wonderful, because it happens right now. This is very, very wonderful, because it is a situation. We are in an interview, and this is a not comfortable situation, because there is an audience maybe, and then we have to think about the audience, but we can stay there. It happens now, and nothing is wrong with this situation. Everything is fine. It is, the mind is afraid of that a little bit. We go, no, we can't sit here and just watching each other. No, this is yeah.
I think people and the viewers, you can get blissed out with us, understanding that it takes 2 wild horses to stop time.
Yeah.
Just to let the heart be.
Yeah.
But being wild is a really good thing, because once you know you've connected to some truly in the heart and you feel them, you honor them, and it's sacred, and their story is sacred to you. And I salute you, you know, for that place in my life,
Yeah.
because it's contagious.
But what can teach us?
It's contagious. The
Okay,
energy is
so
contagious
contagious.
because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
pure. It's pure energy.
yes, yes, yes.
And I think that's a nice thing to think about, how we see the Grammys right now, and how I want to create this Blissdale platform. You know, maybe Blissdale platform is going to be your Grammy in the audience.
Yeah, yeah,
The blissful
the-
people,
yeah,
the golden age, the golden people,
yeah,
and the Golden Globe Awards, all these wonderful things that people are passing through, is it's in their vortex, it's in their thoughts, and most of the time they usually achieve it in one life. So I want to be that cheerleader for you, because I feel you've reached my heart.
yeah.
You know, you've
You
reached my
reach,
heart.
yeah. The thing when you say now the Grammy, you talk about the Grammy. This is former times I told you that my goal, or you asked me one day, what is your highest goal in terms of music? And I said I win the Grammy in 3 years. This is so I will win the. I'm sure I will win the Grammy. That was my answer. I don't know exactly. But as you mentioned that now, it is not that relevant anymore because it is so nice to stay a little bit beyond, and the mind is imagine this. Oh, I want to stand on this podest to get the Grammy, and then all the people in the world accepted me as a musician, and all the people like me, and this is all here. And this is a longing to be accepted and all that. Nothing against that. I will win the Grammy. This is okay. But the urgent feeling to have that is not that is less and less the more I'm with me in the heart, one can say, or more by myself. I will do that. I will win the Grammy, but it my life doesn't depend anymore on that, one can say. And and now, as you mentioned, I realized that you mentioned the Grammy, and I said, okay, Grammy, well, okay. it was yeah.
This is beautiful
I
clarity. It's clarity of knowing where you are, why you think what you think, and then really showing up to unfold that truth and reality to people when they see this video, you know, for them to
yeah,
really understand what's behind the music that you make.
yeah,
And that's
yeah,
what I love the most. I love what's behind the music. I love those
yeah,
people. Those people are gems. They're diamonds for me.
yeah. This is behind the music, exactly. This is I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I have yesterday I had an interview with a Spanish guy, blogger, and he asked me about what is your inspiration in you, and which musicians inspired you. And I guess you asked me that as well. I'm not sure, but I answered him Bob Dylan. So okay, this is not a really surprising answer. Bob Dylan is a great star and a Nobel Prize winner and everything. And we can discuss about his music, of course, because he's not the greatest singer and he's not the greatest guitar player, but he is a world star. Why is that? And why is he such a world star despite of his lyrics? As I heard Bob Dylan the first time, I had no idea about his lyrics. And he got me. And he got me. And the and I guess is the thing is, I'm not sure if he would express that I say hard. Maybe he says something else to that. But I would say he's another word, he's totally grounded. and totally authentic for me. He's grounded and authentic. What he do, this comes. He don't play. He has almost no facade in front of him. This is what I feel about him. This is my view on him, and this is my explanation why he's so successful in what he is doing, because he's complete himself. And that's all. We don't need to have more. That's all. When I am, and you in a complete way, totally, that's all for a full success life. And in every aspect, not only in the spiritual aspect that we say, okay, we have now enlightenment or something. Also, the success comes as well in the form world. It is inevitable that this comes. We don't need to have more just to be me or you, and this is everything. Of course, we can. It is helpful when we can play, when we are musician. When we can play a guitar and maybe we can sing. It is helpful. But you see, Bob Dylan, he's not the greatest singer. When you listen to him, sometimes he sings from the nose. It sounds part-time terrible in my ears. Yeah, but it is enough. Because he is what he is, and this is the success, I guess. And for your thing, please out as well. The more you are, and you do that more and more, I'm sure, and the more comes the success. And the first success comes inside of you, because it is not, as you mentioned, this Grammy. Suddenly the Grammy is not that relevant. It is, I'm not longing and grieving for the Grammy. It is just an add-on. Oh, that's nice. And as long we have that, then the success is inevitable. They will come. I believe that so. So I'm sure I will get the Grammy one day. So or not, it doesn't matter really. But yeah, it's nice. Oh, it's dark here now. Here, can you see me? Shall I? Wait.
Yeah, I can see you. It's all good.
Yeah,
we had a beautiful journey with your inner sky, your inner heart, and I really feel like this is such a great thing to add to the jar of all the beautiful musicians that are in here, and I'm having a chance knowing and learning more about, is how it contributes to my day and why I contribute to it. It's like the dream of 10,000 Buddhas. It's like I have an opportunity to be a part of providing energy, yet there's entertainment involved, and that change that the world needs, in that vibrational change that we need to enter into the heart. It's here right now. Yeah. So I thank you for that. I thank you for showing your vulnerability, showing your sacred divine masculine energy, and and then all that comes with it, with just being spontaneous.
Yes, now you see me better.
So now you took me for a drive through your heart. You purified me. It was like I was blessed in the water, again. Every time I see you, it's like I'm blessed in the water, and I become renewed and gifted.
But this is not my this is not from me, because this is, you do that. This is all about you. And the only thing is that we get triggered. You triggered me as well. And this is so nice, because you triggered me to go into my heart. And probably I triggered you, that you go into your heart. And it's all about yourself. The only thing is maybe that we trigger each other, and because you are open as well. This is rare. I haven't led a interview like this, because we can do that because we are open for this. In yesterday, the Spanish guy, no, this was complete here, and this was a nice talk, totally nice, but it was different, completely different. But because I couldn't do that with him, because he doesn't trigger me, and I don't trigger him, because he was not in the mood, and he was in his world, and we can do that. And when we do that, it's nice. It's a wonderful interview.
Well, it's a beautiful memory for people to watch. Our time is running out here in Zoom.
Yeah.
So with that song, The Kid, I want to put a couple more. It's out now on Spotify and
everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere. So everywhere, we can drop some links below this video. Make sure that people get some links into it and see the beauty of art through Roland's eyes. You know, you just saw his heart center, his diamond, his inner, the diamond cutter that cuts through you and gets you right to your core energy. The blessings of the Buddha inside him, reflecting me, the divine masculine and feminine. I'm so grateful for having this moment again with my divine friend. And I can't wait to have you in Canada.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm absolutely. I will come to have a tour in Canada. That would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have the best day ever. We're going to sign off here, and I think we can put a little bit more of your voice just so that people have a chance. Make sure you add Roland Walzlein Fish and Scale on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Apple. Also, you have your on there, and just watch the beauty of his music. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and get blissed out.
Thank you.
Let's go on a love tour with Roland.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roland.